Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another tutorial. It's me, IJ, and I'm back with a new tutorial. If today is your first time of stopping by my channel, you are welcome. My old and new subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thanks for your support. And if you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. Support me to grow this channel. Thanks for watching in advance. So guys, today's tutorial is all about this trendy spiral flounce. You can attach it on your off-shoulder pattern. You can use it as a sleeve. As you can see, it is before me on the screen. That is what we are going to DIY. It's simple to achieve. So I want to attach mine to this beautiful blouse that I'm making. So I want to share to you guys how to achieve a spiral flounce. It is easy. You can achieve it by using the method of circle, 360 degrees flare. You can use it. You can equally use it on the other method on how to achieve a flounce, but I want to achieve it with the method of circle. So that is what I want us to achieve today. So I want to attach it to my off-shoulder pattern. So I'm going to make use of my round shoulder measurement. And in making a spiral flounce, you need many circles to attach together to form the spiral with your boning. So now my shoulder measurement is 38. So I want it to be around my shoulder measurement. So I'm going to get that measurement that is going to cover my shoulder. So my round shoulder measurement is 38. I'm going to divide it by 4 because I want my circle to be 4 pieces. So since I want it to be 4 pieces, I'm going to divide it by 4. So dividing it by 4, I will have 9.5. 9.5, I will not divide it by the method of dividing a circle, which is 6.28. If you want to divide a 300 degrees circle, you are going to use 6.28 to divide it. This is a standard measurement. So this 9.5, I'm going to divide it by 6.28, which is going to give me 1.5. And this 1.5, I'm going to add it 8.5 inches, which is the length of this flounce that I want to make. Altogether, it's going to be 10 inches. So this is what I'm going to cut out. I'm going to cut out the length of 10 inches, 1.5 as my radius, and 8.5 as the length of the flare I want to cut out. So altogether, I'm going to cut out 10 inches. So now I need my boning to achieve this flounce. I have 2 bonings here before me. I'm going to use this, and 2 of them you can sew on it. There are different types of boning, the ones you can sew on and the ones that you cannot sew on, but I have the ones I can sew on. So now this is the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use this because this is a little bit bigger than this. That is, the length is a little bit larger than this. So I'm going to use this. So now my material that I'm going to use is a Sokoba, light Sokoba material. So I'm going to cut out 10 pieces of my circle, which is 10 inches length. Already I have cut them out, but let me show to you guys how to cut it out. If you don't know how to cut out your circle, just take your material. First you fold it 2 and you fold it again, giving you 4 pieces. It will give you 4 pieces. Do you see it? This is the first one, the second, the third, and the fourth. And from this folded edge, you measure the length that you want. My length is 10 inches. Do you see it? I have here, my length is 10 inches. Then I measure out my 10 inches. And on this edge, you measure out your radius, which is 1.5. But I didn't measure out 1.5. I measured out 1 inch. But before then, I cut it out. So now, guys, this is my 10 inches. Do you see it? So let me show to you guys. This is the 10 inches. Do you see it? I equally added it ½ inch allowance. Do you see it? So I have now 10.5 here. I have 10.5. So now I'm going to cut out my radius. Radius is 1.5, but I don't want to cut at 1.5 because it is a stretchy material. It's going to be much. So I'm going to use 1 inch. If it is not enough, I can also equally extend it, but for the moment I'm using 1 inch because it's a stretchy material. So I cut out my 1 inch. So now I'm going to cut it open. Do you see it? I've cut out my 1 inch open, and I used my zigzag scissors to cut out the edges because Sokoba material doesn't have the rough edges, so it's smooth. So I now use my zigzag scissors to cut it because I want it to look like fancy when attaching it to my boning. So now I'm going to open it up. So I open it up to determine where to cut it. Do you see it? Now open it up. From one part, you can cut it open. Any part of your choice, you can cut it open. Do you see it? So now this is my circle, the first one. So I'm going to do this to the rest of the 4, and I'll show it to you guys. Now guys, this is the 4 circles. So what I have to do is just to join them together. Just to take it and join them together. Do you see it? I'll join them together and sew it up for us to now attach our boning. Now guys, I have joined all the 4 panels together. Do you see how it is? It's just forming. Do you see it? So now I'll take my boning. This is my boning. I will take it and I'll take my material. Remember, the zigzag scissors that we use will make it to look fanciful when you fold it. If you are using boning that you cannot sew, the thing you have to do is just to get the measurement of your boning, then fold it so that it's going to be free for the boning to get inside. You fold it and you stitch on it before you pass your boning through, because you cannot sew on it. But this I can sew on it. So I'm going to place it just 1/4 inch away. Do you see it? I'll place it 1/4 inch away from the edge. Then I will sew it all around. After sewing it, then I'll now cover it up in this form to top stitch it. So the zigzag scissors will make it to look fanciful. Do you see it? So I'm going to do it all around and I'll show it to you guys. Now guys, do you see our flounce? Now this is our spiral flounce that we have just DIY. Do you see how it is? So lovely. Do you see it? You cannot equally decide to use bias to close up these edges if you want. Then if you use your zigzag scissors and it's nice, you can leave it in that form. Do you see? It's so beautiful. Do you see our spiral flounce? The more circles that you cut out, the more spiral it will be. Do you see it? So now I'm going to attach it to the mannequin for us to see how it looks like. Now guys, this is our spiral flounce that we have just DIY. Do you see how it is? So beautiful. You can play around with it, attach it in any form that you want. Do you see it? And I will advise, if you're making it for a off-shoulder sleeve, that is to use it as your cape on off-shoulder, please try to put lining to it, because if you don't, you know, the spiral, it opens, then you will be seeing the joining, so it's not all that pleasant. So you can put lining to it if you want. So this is it. So you can also decide to use bias to also cover the edges if you don't put your lining, but if you put lining, you don't need the bias anymore. So guys, this is it. So beautiful. If this tutorial has been helpful to you to how to achieve this spiral flounce, please don't forget to like, share with your family and friends, and also follow me on Facebook, IJ Designs, also Iconic IJ, my other page, and also Instagram, IJ Designs, Pinterest, IJ Designs. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.